Hey everybody, it's Jason Will, broker owner at Blueprint Realty Company. I'm here for a special episode of today's home tour. We're on location at Independence
in Spanish Fort, Alabama.
And I am joined by one of, or probably D.R. Horton's most talented on-site sales representative slash marketer slash mega agent, Jessica Jones.
Hey! Goose me up, yeah.
So this is D.R. Horton's townhome product?
Yes, it's a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath. As you can see, it's a nice spacious area down here for entertaining. You could have your own setup for dining over here. You've got a patio out back. All bedrooms are upstairs. There's even a half bath and a single car garage downstairs.
Okay, so I wanted to probably pump the brakes there first and just, you know, affordability is the big headline in our industry right now. And so this definitely gives buyers an option they can afford. Of course, most people know Baldwin County is exploding. I don't know if these stats are still right, but it used to be 4 of the 5 fastest growing cities in the state were all in Baldwin County. Everywhere you look, there's construction going on. We're 5 million residential properties shy of a healthy market, and so new construction is really filling that gap. It's actually here. So it just looks like y'all can't build them fast enough.
Can't build them fast enough. We've got this community, they've done well at filling in the gaps of what's needed in different areas. So this price point has really been what's needed, is below $300,000. So Independence has the townhomes and also our single family homes back behind us that kind of fill that need.
Yeah. So, you know, you could start here, graduate over there. Mm-hmm. I want to mention this. I try to mention this in every D.R. Horton video that I do, because I'm a prior D.R. Horton homeowner. Mm-hmm. I can't remember how much money I made on that sale, but I know it was more than $70,000.
Yeah.
So people are always talking to me about, I try to really make a case for this every chance I get. The D.R. Horton new construction option.
Oh, absolutely.
Because what you're turning over to your buyer at closing is a brand new property. And so, you know, you should get a little break on something breaking on a brand new property. And if not, it's under warranty. But people, I'm sure you hear this a lot, or maybe they don't say this to your face, about how,
they say it to my face.
about how everything looks the same. It's too cookie cutter.
Cookie cutter. I would say in the past year, since I've been here a year in May, what I've heard more than that is how, not surprised people are, but impressed they are. Like, oh, well, I've been to my friend's house and like y'all have upgraded the floors or y'all have done X, Y, Z. Kind of long story short, when we took over a local custom builder, we took on their design team, and that's who does all the specking out of the homes now. So they've got a lot of 3-sided brick, 4-sided brick, the interior granites. We even have a quartz option in some of the counters. All the things like that look super cohesive, and they've changed the elevations up so much that it doesn't look cookie cutter anymore. It looks a lot, I don't want to say custom home, but they look like very well blended. You wouldn't be able to tell going down the street that there was, you know, like a mix of only 3 floor plans because they all look so different.
Interesting. I like to hear that, like, because D.R. Horton, you know, acquires smaller builders in markets across the country. I like to hear that they take the ideas of the smaller builders that they buy and incorporate that in their business plan, because that's pretty cool.
I mean, it makes it a lot easier to sell to me when they walk in and go, oh, I didn't even know about these plank floors or this color or something like that. And it's already been, you know, picked out essentially, but it still makes it look different. I'm under contract myself on a home, and I feel like it looks just how I would love it.
Awesome. Okay, so, you know, I think this is important because there's some really smart people in the industry that are way smarter than me that talk about how that the real estate market is rigged in the consumer's favor. And I would just change that, tweak it to say that it can be rigged in your favor. You know, like real estate values have increased over like 300% over the last like 30 or 40 years. So the appreciation, you can't argue with that. But here's where I think like buyers in today's market really trip themselves up. I was working with a younger couple. It was going to be their first home. I thought this product, not this townhome product, but that the D.R. Horton route was the way to go. You had the interest rate buy down. They were paying all their closing costs. And with the interest rate buy down, they could afford more house.
Yeah.
So they were artsy. You're artsy too. But they were, they were like hippie artsy, and they wanted a little more space in between the homes. They wanted the homes to have a little bit more character. And I thought, oh, that's great if you can, afford it. But we're looking at areas that aren't as safe as a brand new D.R. Horton community. You're not getting as much square footage. You're getting old roof, old electrical, old HVAC system. There's, deterioration all around the property. And they ended up like going behind my back and buying a resale with another agent. And I was just trying to suggest, maybe it was a little bit too strongly, that this should have been the option, because in 2 years you can build equity to get that home that you want.
Yeah. Well, I kind of want to shake myself, because I was like, ew, like, no, I don't want to be in anything cookie. I'm spoiled. My dad worked for a local custom builder, so I didn't realize it growing up, but now I'm like, oh, I want this and this. But to me, our homes are kind of a blank canvas, and the money that you would be spending fixing up a resale, because you've got to repair the air conditioner, the roof, or have something like that done, you can have this home with the rate bought down by D.R. Horton to DHI Mortgage already, and use that extra money for the customizations that you would want. If you want built-ins, if you want an extended patio and an awesome gazebo outside, like the specific things that you want, you could work on instead of having to make a bunch of repairs and then, slowly work on the house. I think having everything under warranty, having the new roof, having, all those things new, appliances and everything, that's where I would start off.
Yeah.
It makes sense to me.
Well, I think it should be more of a compound effect rather than, let me buy a home in a resale neighborhood that maybe, there's areas where there's greater appreciation, but in most areas you're looking at on average like 10% a year. These things appreciate way faster. A veteran couple sold them a home in 30 days. In the time it took to go from contract to close, the home they bought had gone up in price $10,000. So they bought a house with $10,000 equity already in it.
Yeah. So, and that's what's really great is the way that our area is growing. We do small price increases through the neighborhoods, but within a year you can get some pretty awesome equity in your house without doing anything to it really. And it's because of the supply and demand and the growth of our community here.
Well, I don't want to beat this horse, but real estate is one of the greatest historically solid, consistent wealth builders available. And I just don't think people are approaching it the right way. Let me get a house that's new, all the components are new, it's in a nice, fresh new area, new landscaping. Typically these communities have a lot of great amenities, and just enjoy life while you're making money. This is the whole thing, is to build wealth. Before I let you go, is there something special about this townhome aspect of this community?
I just think being in Spanish Fort for this price, you're gonna have to find a much older home, but they do have their own pool in here. Each section will have its own pool area. I think it's really geared towards, maybe a single income family or somebody who might be, working at one of these local plants or something like that. But it's in a great spot. You can get to the Interstate easily. There's a mall right there. I just think location-wise, Spanish Fort is one of the places to be, and what I like about the upstairs. So when you video the upstairs, I think it's really cute up there.
It's super nice up there.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll take the camera up there and get some great shots. Well, thank you so much for joining us. I know it's super busy out here. You got a lot going on today.
Didn't get to bathe, but it's all